Hi, good evening, all. Hi, Olivia. Good evening. So, I'm just going to be waiting for people to join in. Hi, Masvita. So, I'm just waiting for our guests to join in and then we can start the session. So, today we're going to be discussing everything you need to know about fitness. And our expert for the session will be Priyanka Bhatt. She is an ultra runner, she's a fitness influencer, and she manages this all with a full time corporate career. So, I'm just going to let her in. Sorry about that, we're just having some technical difficulties.
Hi,
Hi, good evening. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
All good, all good. So, guys, this is Priyanka Bhatt. She is the expert for a session, and she's going to be giving you fitness tips for today. And Priyanka, we have a bunch of questions for you. Some of them have been asked to us by our community members, so we're super excited and thrilled to have you. So, thank you for doing this with us.
Sure. Thank you so much. Pleasure. All mine.
All right. So, Priyanka, tell us about yourself. How did you get started as a marathon runner, and what does fitness mean to you?
I think it's a very funny story how I got into running, to be more precise. Uh, I was always a dancer. I had done 5 years of dancing with Shaman Davar Institute, and which was when I was in Ahmedabad. That's my hometown. With work, I moved to Bombay, and I couldn't find much of time to pursue the dance class and everything. But one fine day, my office female colleague said that there is a Pinkathon marathon which is happening for women and which is done by Milind Soman. So they were all very excited to see Milind Soman. And this race was happening in BKC, and we all registered for 5 kilometer run. And I was more excited for the run, to be more precise, because I had not pursued running so much, but I used to do little bit of workouts and home dancing and everything. So I was like, I'm a quite a fit person, and I think 5 kilometer run I can manage. And when we started our run in, I think, odd 200 or 300 meters, my heart was pounding badly, and I was going breathless, and I wasn't sure if I could run that 5 kilometer race. But somehow, with along with your friends, chit chatting, jogging, crawling, I managed, and I did 5 kilometers in 1 hour, and everybody was happy with this event and everything. But I went home with uh, extremely annoyed, frustrated, sad, and upset of myself, because I felt I was quite fit and healthy, and it came as a shock to me that I couldn't run properly. I was going breathless, and I don't know what was happening. So I remember going back home and googling everything about marathons happening in city, and then this popped up about Pavai Hiranandani marathon. Again, there was 5 kilometer, 10 kilometer, and 21 kilometer, and I registered myself for 10 kilometer. And I think there was like less than 3 weeks kind of a time before, because Pavai happens in the first week of January. So I registered myself, and I told myself that each day I'm just gonna go out of my bed and do a jog, a run, a brisk walk, or anything. But I will give initial 1 week I gave 30 minutes to myself, then I increased to 45 minutes, to then 50 minutes and stuff like that. And then I did 10 kilometer run in 1 hour. So that gave me a lot of breathing space, because I now realize that if you maintain a consistency and you can become more efficient. And it was just the lack of practice or the training, and I was not engaged in any kind of cardio workout for myself. So yeah, then the journey just started from 5 to 10 to 21, and then now ultra running as well, running for 24 hours. So yeah, that's been my
Wow,
journey. Yeah.
that's amazing. That's amazing. So, like, how do you manage and balance all of this? I mean, you have a full-time corporate career, you run, and you're also a fitness influencer. So, what does your typical day look like?
Our typical days, some days are extremely hectic. Some days are manageable, very simple, easygoing, and some are extremely sometimes lethargic as well, in which I extremely enjoy the most. On the days when I'm actually doing a hardcore training, it is very difficult. And now, especially with this work from home thing, you are not just working from home, but you're also working for home. So you have to manage your cooking, your office, and everything. But the good part is I'm an early to bed and early to rise a person. So I go off to sleep by 9:30, max 10, and I wake up by 5:30. If I'm supposed to do long training runs, I wake up around 4:30, 5, and I start my run by 5:30, 5:45. Otherwise, usually after 6, 6:30. And yeah, I mean, 1 hour, 2 hours of running, come back home, make breakfast, and then my office starts between 9:30 to 10. And then, yeah, just juggling between work and home for that matter. Uh, Evening, I give 1 hour to 1 or 2 hours to reading, and then again cooking dinner, and some little bit of binge watching, and then I go off to sleep. So, yeah, that's pretty much my schedule.
Awesome. So, are you training for any upcoming marathons? And if so, like, how does your training look like? And what kind of workouts do you do to, keep yourself fit as well as to, perform well in these marathons?
I'm currently not training for anything. I'm just taking like a routine day as my fitness going on. Uh, but talking about workouts, I enjoy doing a lot of home workouts now, and I do a lot of these mixed body workouts. I I sometimes, if you're having a time constraint, this is what I follow and I enjoy the most. It also kills the boredomness of repeating the same workout. So I usually pick up 5 or 6 exercise in my head, and I do lots of repetitions for that. And when I say 5 or 6 exercises, it takes care of my entire body. So for example, I will include push-ups for my upper body workout. I will include a lot of plank and core workout, because I feel plank is one of the finest exercise to improve your posture and overall body strength. Your arm strength is taken care of, your core, you're engaging your core, you're balancing your body. So I love doing variations in plank, and of course, lower body workout, which includes squats and lunges. And I love doing squats. There are so many variations of squats that I do. The other most workout that I enjoy are with wall workouts. I do a lot of wall workouts, which includes your crunches, your headstands and handstands. And I'm touchwood over a period have been more flexible, so I use a lot of my flexibility alongside with the wall to improve my stretches and everything. So yeah, that's pretty much my routine.
That's awesome. So for someone who's like starting out with the fitness, what kind of exercise and workouts would you recommend? I mean, out of the ones that you mentioned, or any
One
others?
foremost thing I would always say include cardio, which is like walking, jogging, a small kind of running, easy running to begin with. Secondly, I think you should include push-ups. Like I said, planks. Planks are a great way to form an overall body strength. I would also suggest include a lot of core workout, which again engages your crunches and uh, which is basically working on your quads, on your glutes, and your hamstring muscles. So these are the few basic variations. There is a lot of content and video available even on my page, or even if you can subscribe to any other videos or fitness pages as well. But these are the main key basic form of exercises that one should focus on.
Awesome. I'm kind of curious, like how long can you hold a plank? Like because I can barely hold for like 10 seconds, or if I push like 20 seconds, like how long can you
So I
hold a
haven't
plank?
tried recently, but in my past I have done 9 minutes, some 45 odd seconds.
Whoa,
Yeah, I
that's
haven't tried
awesome.
recently. Good, you reminded. I should now try.
So I'm also curious who inspires you the most, be it for like fitness or in life. Like what inspires you? Who inspires you?
I think superheroes inspire me the most. I think since my childhood, I have always been inspired and driven from superheroes, whether it is reading comics or now even watching movies or anything. Um, Nothing excites me more than when I see a superhero movie or anything. And I strongly believe even I am a superhero, and I believe that each one of us in our life are superheroes. Because it's superheroes are not the ones who are born with some super strong natural power, but a superhero is sometimes who takes sometimes a powerful actions against a right direction. And I think in all our real life we all have battles and we all fight through challenges, and sometimes we have to make difficult choices and we have to stand for what is right. And if that doesn't make you superhero, then I don't know what it is. So I strongly believe that um, superheroes inspire me a lot.
Awesome. So cheers to superhero and all of us. And
Yes.
that's really lovely. So I've also a lot of our community members have said that they don't have a lot of time to work out. So do you have any say tips on increasing one's efficiency so that they don't have to spend more time on it? How can one increase the efficiency of their workouts?
So I think it's a very nice question, because if anyone who approaches me and asks me that can you give me a training plan or can you guide me, and without any judgment, my first thing is what is stopping you, and their answer is typically I don't have a time. Now I would just like to throw back the same question to everyone who is viewing out there, that I read this in a book that you get 24 hours in a day, okay, and you want to manage everything, your work, your home, your spouses, your kids, if at all you are married or whatever. You have an entire 24-hour day, and each minute is consumed as if you are absolutely not aware. And there would be certain days where absolutely lost, you're not, certain things don't go as you plan. And I always questioned myself when I started this, that how can I take care of the first, if I'm not giving that 1 hour of a day to myself, how am I gonna take care the rest 23 hours in a day? And it is so important that you give time to yourself, even it means just to meditate and to reflect that what exactly I'm supposed to do for today. And when you and this comes back to the same routine of, you know, developing that discipline for yourself. It is not just gonna come to you on a plate. Like, I know you want to do, but if your reason is strong enough, then you will not have any excuses. You will just figure out a time. And to share with my experience, even I struggled initially to get up and, you know, find a time for myself. But like I said, I just had to change my schedule of sleeping, and in a way it helped me to wake up early in the morning. And I'll share this personal experience, what I did to figure out a time, or initially just to get up for that half an hour workout, or go out and have that brisk walk or a jog. I had taken a calendar and I had this 30 days out there. On each date, I had written the countries that I would love to travel, and I love to travel. And for example, on first it's Paris, second it's Australia, third is Germany, and I'd written different places like Seychelles Island and Bali and everything. So all 30 days, and I told myself that the day I miss it. So for example, on the 10th of let's say it's March. On the 10th of March, I have written Europe, which means if I don't get up in the morning, I am missing that flight to Europe, and I will never ever be able to visit or travel to Europe. Will I be okay having the sacrifice? And I used to say no. So each day I used to get up thinking that I'm traveling to this country and I have a flight to catch. You don't want to miss that flight, right? Everybody loves traveling. So this is what, and trust me, it just takes 11 days to make that as a habit, and it takes 21 days to make that your lifestyle. So 11 days, if without a break you can get up and you can follow your routine, then I can tell you that nobody can stop you from making that another 21 days, and then make this as your daily lifestyle. So even I struggled of finding out time, but then you just have to attach a strong reason that you are not ready to sacrifice. If you attach a reason of something that you're gonna lose, then probably you can just have no more excuses in choosing whatever you choose to do.
I think that's an awesome tip. And also, that must have been like a dream calendar. Imagine going to one new place every day. That's something I would like to try it. And I think people can try it with different things that they like. You know, if they're not going to do it, they're going to miss that.
Like I
So
had a
I think
friend who
that's,
like I had a friend who approached me, and he said I said his health was deteriorating, and I said, what is all this about? So he's like, stress, work, money. So I said, what is the point of earning so much money? Because if there is no health, then what is the point of having all this wealth? Ultimately, all this wealth you're gonna use in making your health good. So why don't you work on it? And I asked him, what do you love? He had a daughter, and of course daughter was his love. But I said, what will you pinch you the most if something that you had to lose? And he's like, money. He was a money minded, and usually men are. So I said, fine, there's the deal. Every day you get up, you do your workout, you send me a picture or send me statistics. The day it doesn't come, you have to take out 100 rupee note from your pocket, and you have to tear it. And you have to tear it and send me that picture. And I had assigned his wife, who's also a great friend. I said, listen, this is your duty. 1 day, 2 day, 3 day, you might miss it. Then it starts pinching you, because a loss of 400, 500 rupees, it then gradually picks it up into you that no, this is not done. And he was negotiating that no, 10 rupee, let's not start with 100 rupees, let's start. I said, no, it should pinch you. So then he started building up something like this. So I'm just telling you that sometimes you just have to figure out that reason about what will pinch you the most and pain you the most on losing, and attach that as a reason that you're gonna lose. So is it worth losing this, or just getting up half an hour and giving yourself that time is enough? And I think it's just how you develop that habit. And like I said, 11 days, go for 21 days, and it's your lifestyle. Nobody can disturb you on that.
so guys, 11 and 21 are your numbers to remember. So also what happens sometimes is, okay, we've all gotten on this routine and we're doing great on our fitness journeys, but sometimes, like, something happens and there's a setback to the journey, and then you go back to your lazy old patterns. So how does one get back on track? Do you have any tips for that?
See, if it's an injury and having that setback, then obviously rest is the best answer to it. You need to rest it out and recover completely. And I know that resting period is quite daunting. You are absolutely impatient and everything. But I often tell myself that most of the battles are first won inside your head, and then through your actions. So you just have to deal with that time, and I think it also gives an opportunity to sleep more, to indulge in good food, good sleep more, and one should enjoy it. If this is not a setback, but if it is more out of your lethargic attitude that probably usually happens when you go on a vacation and you come back, then it is so difficult to pick up that routine and getting up again. I often remind myself with the same reason why I started. Or secondly, I would just say, if your reason is good enough, then probably that you will beat up that laziness after a couple of days and you will get back to that routine. So I think it's just fighting with your own self, and I think commitment should be first with your own self, then you give commitment to your any other relationships around you.
Awesome. So, I'm sure, like all of us, you will also have like certain cravings and want to reach out to something nice to eat or to snack on. So, do you have like a go-to snack that you always go for, and which is also healthy because we want to recommend healthy things to people?
I eat anything and everything, and also because probably the kind of workouts and the running that I do, my body, I'm a foodie, and also the prime reason why I got into fitness is because at any age I didn't wanted anyone to telling me you can't eat this and you can't eat that, and you have to cut down on sugar and you have to cut down on oil and cheese and everything. So I was like, no, I will do everything that can make me a happy and a foodie person, and nobody should stop me from what I want to eat. But having said that, yes, when I'm training, I keep a health check. I eat everything in moderation. My go-to healthy snack, which I'm addicted these days, is makhana, the roasted makhana, and there are so many different flavors that comes. I really enjoy it, and yeah, that's one of my go-to healthy snack.
Okay. So what is the biggest misconception that you had when with regards to working out? Like, if there is one that you've come across.
Um, Typically not for working out. Actually, even for working out, I had this misconception. People used to say that, oh, don't lift heavy weights, you will put up on uh, muscles too much, you will have this man body and everything, and I don't think that's true. And even there are female fitness influencers whom I check. I think they look all amazing and pretty well, so I think it's just a misconception people or a society develops in their own head as per their opinions. The biggest misconception that I had come across when I started running was that running gives a knee pain, and I think it's absolutely false, because unless if you are having that runner knees problem, your form is different, or you're having some injury like an ITB, then that's a different story. You need to rest, recover, and correct your form and do the necessary exercises to recover from it. But running just doesn't causes you injury. In fact, it makes your bone more stronger. And if you have done it in a moderate way, you start slow, you do your strength workouts, then I think if your legs are strong enough, then it cannot cause you any injury. So, like touchwood, when I started, I didn't face any of such issues because I was giving equal importance to my entire body, and I didn't just rush into races or long distance running just like that. I gradually progressed as the way my body was developing the efficiency and the strength inside it.
I think that's an important point to remember, not to rush into it and just gradually build, your flow with working out. So you know that everybody is pretty much working from home these days, and we're pretty much on our desks. So even worse, most of us are just sitting on our beds in a weird ass posture, crunching, and all of that. So, do you have any stretches that one can do, at their desk, or just get up, just to move their muscles a bit, while they're working out throughout the day?
I think the best exercise is sometimes you just have to get up and just do take a walk. Even when you're phone, just keep walking. That's one of the best form. But I think one thing which even I follow while sitting, and if it's required to be too much on desk, is I do a lot of this neck stretches. You roll on left and right and do up and down and roll your neck. One of the very well deep neck stretch that I do is always keep my hand over the head and I stretch it on each side. It gives a complete stretch on your neck bone. Similarly, even while you are putting your chin down, completely touching on your neck and you stretching it. Uh, then obviously your hand movements, you just stretch along in the front, on your back, and these are the stretches like the normal body warm up kind of stretches that you would do.
And typically, how often should one do it? Like throughout the day, like once in an hour, or you know.
See, it also, I mean, I think I would just, I'm kind of a person who can't sit at one place, so I keep moving all the time. And now with work from home, obviously there is too much of movement because while I'm on a call, I'm also cooking at the same point in time. But otherwise, I feel every 1 hour, even if you just do a basic stretch and all, it's absolutely fine. I mean, you are just giving that relaxation to your upper body muscles, your neck, and everything, your shoulders as well. And neck is again a very important because it connects still to your spine. So obviously, you need to straighten your posture and everything. So every 1 hour, or depends on how much you are sitting on your desk, as you feel comfortable. If you're feeling stiff in your body, you would know when you're feeling stiff. Just do it. Simple.
Okay. My next question is, in 3 words, if you could, describe the mission of your life, what would it be?
Mission of my life.
Yeah. I know it's a big question, but
It's suddenly sounded like some Avengers going on a mission of save the world. Uh, right now, it is just saving myself from the pandemic which has been going around. But I don't think I have like a mission kind of a thing. But I think I I I think I'm a driver of my own life, and I do not allow anybody to steal my seat. I just want to be at peace and at happiness and have this sense of achievement in everything and whatever I choose to do. So that's pretty much, I keep my life to be very simple as that.
I think that's really inspiring because a lot of us get into the rut of blaming external situations or people for what's happening in our life. And I think that's important to take charge of what's happening in your life. Also, so what's next for Priyanka Bhatt? Like, where do you see yourself in the coming years? Do you have any things planned?
I have not planned. I mean, one thing that I've learned with last year 2020 is just take one day at a time, and it is really helping me this year. I've been shortlisted as one of the athlete to represent India for World Championships, 24 hours running World Championship, which will happen in October in Romania. The dates are not finalized, but yeah, eventually in coming months I will start preparing for that. That's pretty much my goal for this year. Make India proud and take ultra running and India as a country to another level amongst the world athletes as well. So yeah.
Wow, that's super inspirational, and we wish you all the best for that. So I'm just going to quickly see the comment section. I think people have been commenting, and we've not had a chance to look into that. Also, guys, if you have any questions for Priyanka, please drop them in the comment section or the question section below, and she can answer them for you. All right. Okay, someone's saying, ma'am, I often see you on Whirly, Seaface, or NCPA, inspiring runs.
Thank you. Next time, wave at me.
And Fashionable Runner says, great going, super girl, Priya Bhatt.
Thank you.
Okay. Prank 19 is saying, all the best, Priyanka, you're gonna rock.
Thank you. I know I will.
I hope everyone here gets that inspiration and then gets that confidence in themselves from you. And guys, if you have any questions, please bring them forward. If not, Priyanka, where can people? Okay, we have a question. Miles to go asks, how much importance you give to recovery?
More than 100%. I think recovery is very important. Like I just I take recovery as the most fun and enjoyable part, and that's why I enjoy recovery the most. Like in January, I just did 24 hours run, and I clocked 187 kilometers. And I had promised myself that after this run, I'm just gonna indulge in lots of good food and lots of good sleep, and which I have absolutely enjoyed thoroughly for entire February. So I give recovery utmost importance, and I believe a healthy lifestyle is not just about dieting or having a nutritional plan, but it also involves about moderate eating, having a good amount of sleep. Because no matter how much we say that don't take stress, we all have stressful lives and we all are managing hectic schedules. So I think keeping that balance of having a good sleep, good food, ensuring that you give enough time to yourself, prioritize yourself, because first is you, your body, and then everything circles around you. So yeah, prioritize you the most.
That's nice. You almost made recovery sound like a vacation.
Yeah,
Um,
actually, it's a vacation for me. You should see when I am on literally like this break. I'm just vacationing over the good food and indulging everything. So like I make a list of things that I really want to eat. Like I would have not had good like I had chole bhature this time after almost 1 year and 3 months. So I indulge and I make a list that this is what I want to eat and this is what I deserve now after such hard work, and that's exactly what I do.
that's really awesome. We have two more people wishing you all the best.
Thank you.
And okay, we have next question. What's the difference between marathon and ultra in terms of mindset?
Um, Marathon, I think with ultra, it is more of a mental game, and probably see what happens in ultra. There are different kinds of ultra. Either there are distance ultra like 50, 80, 100, 160, whatever, or there are like 12 hours and 24 hours ultra. Now what happens is you require a different mindset for each ultra. See, if it's a distance, then you know that this is going to end in so and so number of kilometers. But something like as 12 hours or 24 hours, the game is absolutely different, because you need to survive for those many number of hours. And your body is used to a cycle of eating, sleeping, everything. So how do you fight through that is what the changes the game. And I think the biggest mindset that whether you are running a marathon or whether you are running an ultra is about believing in yourself. And I strongly believe that if you hear the voices which are inside you, anything is possible. And you just have to shut all the other noises which are outside about whether there is weather which is bad and it's affecting you or whatever. So it's again a all mental game. It's like I said, most of the battles are first won inside the head and then outside. So that's it.
Absolutely. So we have another question. They're asking how much importance you give to yoga.
I give an utmost importance. My Fridays, or if Saturdays I'm not running, then Fridays for sure. I name it as like a flexi Friday. I do a lot of stretching, a lot of yoga, a lot of meditation, breathing, a lot of stretches, foam rolling, recovery. It's absolutely easy for me. Some days, even if I don't want to do anything, I just indulge into Surya Namaskar. So yeah, I mean, I thoroughly enjoy yoga. I am not a professional person, but I practice it by myself, and I just tilt my body the way I feel is getting into more comfortable. So yeah.
Awesome. So we have another question from Reed Sophie. I do face issues in running, many times get wobbly knees, especially being 40 plus. So when you say take it gradually, could you be more specific? Like start with X kilometers and go to so much in how much time?
Okay, so I think one, you can always take a guidance from a professional coach, but you certainly need to involve into strength training. Lack of strength also is one of the key reason why you are not able to run. When you give sufficient amount of strength training, it gradually increases your efficiency. And when I'm saying strength training, everything has to be done in a very consistency way. It's not that आज एक दिन कुछ किया, then तीन चार दिन आराम किया, and then you are again suddenly waking up and going for a run. Not like that. You have to make a schedule. I just give one as a rest day. Rest of the days I'm working out. Even if I don't have a time, 30 minutes I give to myself. And gradually progression means go easy with you. So for example, initially you just start 3 kilometers or 5 kilometers, and that's absolutely okay. For entire 1 month you're just doing a 5 kilometer run, it's absolutely okay. But master those 5 kilometers, then you graduate to 7 kilometers. You don't have to jump to 10 kilometers. Just add 2 kilometers every time you feel strong and you have mastered that with your complete strength, that I'm feeling great about it, no injury or anything. Then you add additional 2 kilometers. This is exactly what I had done when I started my journey in 2015. I was not jumping into anything. Like I said, I used to just listen to my body. If I'm not feeling great, I'm not feeling great, I will not push further. And if I feel strong, I would not even push farther to it. I would just add 2 or 3 kilometers additional to have that full feel good factor कि हाँ हमेशा 10 करती थी, आज मैंने 12 किया. And it's just an great way to applaud your own self and recognize that yes, I'm improving. That strength workout is helping me and helping me to build that efficiency.
Okay. I hope that answers your question, Sophie. So we have another question from Ruth. She says, any foods to avoid?
If you're not doing anything, you're just like a couch potato, then yes, no to sugar, no to junk. To be honest, I equally say no to all of this. When I'm training seriously. I treat myself. I have my cheat days, but I have in small portions. I'll have at frequent intervals. I'm not more of a junk person. The only junk thing that I love is French fries. And I treat myself with French fries during my long runs because it is again salt and carb, and it's the best way to boost your energy. But other than that, I am not too much of a junk person at all. I love pizza, but one slice is enough. And again, like I said, during my cheat days I will not have like an entire 6 slices of pizza at all. I can't even have that. I probably might have some next day, but I can't eat it at go. So I think sugar and junks is what I would suggest that you avoid. You want to eat, have it a cheat day, have it in a moderate quantity. And I think if you are working out and once in a week a cheat meal is, you deserve it and you should indulge it. You should not cut down on anything. I'm not a person who believes that you should not eat this and you should not eat that. I eat everything. You can check out on my page. I even eat dhokla and jalebi during my run. It gives me a sugar rush, but I eat it in moderate quantity. Simple as that.
Absolutely. There's someone saying, hey, Cham, good evening.
Good evening.
Then speaking about jalebi and all, we have a question. On a lighter note, if I can ask one question, what's the role of jalebi, fafda, and dhokla in your running?
That's the only Guju in me. Like I had mentioned in one of my posts, it's a Guju who has turned into ultra runner. So please never question me about food. But it's just that was the day when I was doing back-to-back 50-kilometer run. Like Saturday I ran 50 and Sunday again I was running 50. And I woke up, I had my banana, I had my black coffee, but in another 1 hour my stomach was feeling absolutely hollow. Like I felt like I can't do this run, and I was ready to leave it as it is. But then I realized I'm just hungry. So I took a time out, and unfortunately at early morning, only a Guju shop can open to sell fafda, dhokla, jalebi, whatever. I mean, that's why I think you should always love Guju when it comes to food. And I said, fair enough. I had another banana and I indulged into not fafda, but yeah, certainly moong dal, dhokla, and jalebi. It gave me that instant energy, that sugar rush which I was needed. And yes, then I was just unstoppable after that. So my point is that I listen to my body. If it's asking for food, I feed myself. And I know that the amount of calories that I'm burning, that moong dal, dhokla, and jalebi would not even matter at all. But what mattered is that I was not starving and I'm not doing those runs under pain, that no, running is so important. I can't just stop like that and I should not be eating. I said, no, I eat anything and everything. I do the self-supported runs. I carry my Hydra bag, whatever I can stuff, I run. Rest things I buy from the shop whenever I feel like. So that's pretty much my energy bar.
Awesome. I think that's the trick of being intuitive and listening to your body.
Yeah.
So we have another question by Rana Nick. He says, how to reach marathon to ultra?
So the marathon distance is 42.195, which is almost 42 kilometers, you can say. But if you want to be call yourself as an ultra runner, the first distance is 50 kilometers. So ideally the distance is only additional 8 kilometers. Those last 8 kilometers can also be very tricky on your mind. But I think if you want to develop yourself as an ultra runner, all you need to work on your endurance and on your strength. And when you work on your endurance and you work on your strength, you gradually also work on your mental game. And I think back-to-back long runs is a great way to build your endurance level, because next day you are running with your fatigued, tired legs, and that helps you to build endurance. So I think if someone was looking from 42 to 50 to call themselves an ultra runner, you just have to make that effort of additional 8 kilometers and you can be.
Awesome. I hope that answers your question. Guys, if you have any more questions, please put them in. Someone is saying hot black coffee with heart.
Those are my friends. They know me. Hi, Binay. I'm good. How are you?
So Priyanka, where can our followers find you apart from Instagram, which is Priba29? Where all are you active, and where can people keep
I also have a
track with
Facebook page, which is Priyanka Bhatt _fitness. So you can, it's also in, the link is in my bio of the Instagram page. So you can follow on that as well.
So guys, do check out her Facebook page and her Instagram account where she's super active. Okay, we have another question. Can you take us through 187-kilometer run?
Oh, that's my recent 24 hours run. Okay, I don't want to talk about that run because I honestly don't know how I did it. I think, okay, now in this forum, I'll open to say this. I ran in that first 2 days of my periods, and it was extremely painful. I woke up in the morning and I got my monthly periods, and I don't know what to do. Any which ways, I had just had done a training like a month, and I wasn't sure, but I was at least sure that I'll give my 100%. There is a, like, I follow superheroes, so there is a quote by Peter Parker from the movie Spider-Man Homecoming, which says that no man can win every battle, but no man should fall without a struggle. And that's exactly what I told myself, that even if I can't win this battle of 24 hours, it's okay, but I will not fall without a struggle. And I know with those menstrual cramps and everything, it's not easy. And I get a lot of chafing, and your iron level, your calcium level drops from the body, and that happens, and that affects any which ways during a run. Your stomach gets upset. Like usually my first 2 days of period, I'm too much on a liquid diet, and I keep my lunches and dinners very much like dal rice and khichdi, very light. I don't stuff at all. Uh, but having said that, I just told myself that I have to see how this goes. And I believe that the force inside you is more powerful than the forces that are against you. So most of the times I try to ignore all the circumstances or the situations, whether which involve something like this or the weather conditions or everything, and I try to tell myself that I just have to give 100%. And even if I fail, it's okay. I don't go back with a regret, because I know how much I have made that effort to even do whatever XYZ kilometers. And I think that just kept me going for 24 hours, and I was lucky to get a podium and a winner for that race. So I'm just happy to be there.
That's super inspirational. Can't believe you were on your periods during that time. That's, I mean, awesome. So we have the next question. Some tips on long distance cycling.
Oh, I'm not a cyclist at all. I would be a very wrong person to advise something on cycling, but something on long distance I can say you is which I follow is, like I said, to build your endurance, you have to do a lot of back to back distances, and clock as much mileage as you can. Like I do not do cycling, but I also understand it's another level of endurance as well. So you should do a lot of long distance mileages and try to do back to back. That means with your fatigue body, you are riding the next day, and you need to observe how your body is reacting. You need to work on that, even if it means like feeding yourself with all the nutrition, taking regular intervals, and then giving a complete recovery, and how long you are taking to recover, and everything. So it's again a process. You just have to be patient enough with yourself while you're building that endurance. But I think the best way to build an endurance is having those long distance mileages clocked into your bag every week on week.
Someone has just commented superwoman, which you are.
Yeah.
And Jay is saying, unbelievable, you're just too good, which is, I mean, true to the word. So, guys, if you have any more questions, please put them in. All right. I don't think we have any more questions for the day. So, Priyanka, thank you so much for doing this with us, and we're all about celebrating women like you who are strong, inspirational, and take charge of their lives. And I'm sure everybody who joined here are super inspired by everything you've done, you've said. Oh, we have one more question. So sorry to. Hey, Ultra Queen, how to recover from an injury? Says Sean S. Poon. I don't know something.
Rest, eat good food, and have good sleep. That's the only way. And probably, I don't know what your injury is right now currently. We can always speak offline, but I think you focus on that area, whichever is hurting you, and improve it. And good food and good sleep is the key to everything.
And Jay is asking, can we have your signature pose of Mickey Mouse?
I will do it offline.
All right. So, again, thank you, Priyanka, for doing this. And we wish you all the best for all the runs that you're going to probably do. And we're sure you're going to make India proud and all us fellow women also proud. Super, super inspirational. And a very happy Women's Day to you in advance.
Same to you, and thank you so much. Pleasure speaking to you. And thank you, everyone, for joining in.
Yeah, thank you guys. Thank you guys for taking your time out on a weekday and coming in for this session.
Yes.
All right. Thank you
All right.
guys.
Take care. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Have a nice day. Bye.